Aries, how you doing? We're going to look from the 7th until the 14th to see what you've got coming up. If any of you guys are cross-watching or watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter and I don't put any more out, that's because I'll just be doing some stuff just for Patron, okay? So let's see. Aries, what's been going on with Aries? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter and North Node. Aries. So 10 of Cups, so you've got something going on with Pisces. I don't know if this is an ex-member. I'm hearing Ember or Amber, the name Amber. Or some of you smoke amber leaf. Amber leaf, are you smoking and roll-ups and smoke amber leaf? But like I'm also hearing bay leaf. Bailiffs or Bailey. But something to do with, there you go Mel. Something to do with Bailey or the bailiffs. So I don't know if you owe anything or if you're on bail, because I'm hearing anybody, or like a hay bale. Name Hay, Aaron, but like I'm running errands. I'm running a lot of errands, but I'm running late is also what I'm hearing. But I keep hearing some of you just family time, like some sort of story. Stephen, might be me. But 10 of Cups. But yeah, I keep hearing like the bailiffs or out on bail because it's out. It's like it's just come out. Somebody could have just come out into a same-sex relationship, or somebody could have just come out and said something. But the trickiest card in the deck basically is the 10 of Cups because it can be a 1. So it's kind of like at the moment feeling good because I'm feeling good. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I'm just really complexed today, Aries. If I'm honest, I've had a lot of people. Oh man, people on the comments get on my nerves, proper rub me up the wrong way. So you can probably tell I'm a little bit complex. So if I'm honest, I kind of think I'm just going to stick with, because people are moaning, man, moaning. And so I think I'm just going to stick with a lot of people that are already on Patreon, to be honest. I'm getting a bit fed and sick and tired of YouTube. Anyway, Aries. What's been going on with Aries? So, yeah, something to do with the father of my child. I'm hearing sweet child of mine. You might have a child that's a Pisces for a lot of you, or a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But I'm hearing sweet child, sweetness, sweet sensation, something to do with Sense Amelia or Sense, or the name Amelia or Mel or Kim. But milk him, I'm hearing milk him for all his worth. I mean, is this a cow called Daisy? But I'm hearing a milk or a sugar daddy, like my daddy's, what? My daddy, sugar daddy. Someone's got a sugar daddy, sugar. But y'all should be in love with your partner here. But like I said, on your ex, your actual ex, here, if you've got an ex-partner, because this would always be X marks the spot for me, because it would be a 10, which is a 1. So it's kind of like my ex could be a Piscean or something like that, and I'm struggling to get through because of I'm turning my back on like this person from the past. So it's kind of like, look, I'm turning my back on all of this. I'm really just concentrating on work and everything else. It's kind of like this complex energy, right? It's like that I'm just really not going to pay attention to anybody else that kind of like comes at me with all of this Gabby. I'm hearing Gabby, Abby, also Abigail or Abbott. Okay. Sorry, that's a spirit message from my dad. 10 of Wands here. So yeah, it's kind of like that you've got heavy load, like a load of work. Like I've got a load of work to get through, and it's kind of like I can vision, right, Aries, this person at home with a load of work, like a load of homework, like cooking, cleaning, shopping, like, because I can see somebody like with a huge tumble dryer or a huge washing machine, and they're like constantly like loading loads of like washing into the actual washing machine itself, like a spin cycle, and then closing it, and there's just loads of washing, because I keep hearing like a heavy load, like I don't know if any of you have kind of got a load truck or a loan, like you might be looking for a loan. Okay, so you might be looking for a large bank loan, or you took a large bank loan out and you're just kind of going over things around like paying it back, is what I'm hearing. Like that's if you've took a loan out, but some of you might be looking to take a loan out also. And I'm also hearing for you guys that I would rather go it alone, to be honest. I would rather go it alone. I would rather just do it my way. So it's kind of like, look, why don't you come over to my way, because we're going to do it alone. We're not really going to listen or pay attention to anybody else. We're going to do what we want right here. So, yeah. Leave me alone is also what I'm hearing. I don't know if you're having a bit of a beef with Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn in your family setting here. Like, because I'm hearing upsetting. I don't want to upset it. I don't want to rock the boat, upset or rock set, but I don't want to upset and rock the boat here. But it's kind of like, look, why are you not paying any attention to me? Is what I'm hearing. Like, I don't want to pay attention to it. It's like, look, if you don't want to do all of these kind of things, because I'm hearing that there's someone in the family here, and they're kind of saying, look, if you don't want to do this, then don't do it. You know, do whatever it is that you want to do, right? If you want to go and visit, then you go and visit. If you want to go and stay, then you go and stay with them. Because I'm hearing that this might be an ex of a father here through this king being in reverse here, right? And it feels like, look, if you want to go and stay with them and you want to go over and visit, then that's down to you. I can't get involved anymore. You know, you're going to have to go and see them, you know. It's like, because it might be children that are within the 10 here. And because you've got quite a lot of everlasting cycles of Atreyu, which is the never-ending story, right? So it's just never-ending. It's just like work is never-ending, money is never-ending. Like, I'm just kind of trying to keep up with work, I'm trying to keep up with the family, I'm trying to keep up with appearance also. So some of you here, there's kind of like a lot of work in general, like a lot of work, okay? But some of you, you might have, like I said, you might have a slight beef here with your ex-partner, because if it involves that you've got an ex and you had kids and children at one point, then obviously the kids and children go to see the person that you've turned your back on. Okay, so that would, to me, this would be a person where it would be involving Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces here. Possible fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius involved. Let's see what this Ten of Cups has been about for you, Aries. Sorry if I come on, but a lot of people don't understand what that is really like. Doing a YouTube channel when you get just narky people, man. They just piss me off. They really do just piss me off. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, don't let them get to you, but you know, when you deal with a lot of people, trust me, they say some very nasty shit. I'll tell you what it was, because it could be a Pisces here, right? 6 of Cups. There's something in the family here, right? 6 and 1 is 7. A little bit of smoke and mirrors going on. But you're just feeling really good. But I'll tell you what it was me channeling in the Pisces reading for somebody that had lost their parents, right? And there was a lot of channeling in that for people that had lost their nan. And I was channeling stuff all free of charge for everybody. And somebody just has to come on there and say, move on from the nan thing. You're spending too much time on the nan thing. Really? You ungrateful little bitch. Sorry, but really? How can you disrespect the dead like that for people that have actually lost spirits, and that is free of charge for me to sit there and channel some stuff for people, right? And you have to be that disrespectful? Because I want a tarot reading. Really? I bet you've never paid for God knows nothing. And you take everything for free and then just moan at people. Ugh, sorry Aries, I'm ruining your reading. I knew this would happen here, but people, man, they really do get on my nerves. They really do. 6 and 1 is 7 of Cups. So you're spending a lot of time with your family here. Okay. You could have a lot to do with Cancerian somewhere is what I'm feeling. Like a car, something to do with a car. Because it's 7. So you're kind of looking good is what I'm hearing. I'm looking good and I'm feeling good. Boom, 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 boom. Looking good and feeling good. Hits from the summer also, something to do with Queens of the Stone Age. But hits from the summer, or the name Summer. Okay. Or Sarah. The name Sarah, or Summer, or Sarah Sellers, or Summers. Oh wow. Sorry, there's someone else I know called Summers as well. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, yeah, so doing the mum thing here. Doing the mum thing. Okay, it might be your mum or something to do with your mum or your father or an ex here, right? Because I keep picking that up. There's a lot of money being passed around as well. Because this could be like slight breadcrumbing, but I don't like that word. But it's more of like having to support the kids and support the children and having to put clothes on their back here. So, yeah, Aries. I mean, it's good. You've got 6 and 6, I've just noticed as well. Double sixes. So, yeah. That's you see, this is the card I was picking up when I was channeling. This like a load of work. Like loads of work. Like, I don't know. Because this can be people that work for the NHS. This can be people that go out there in the public. Okay, but I'm hearing like a load of work. But even when you get home, there's a load of work as well, or homework, because for some strange reason I keep picking up there's a possible, hopefully it's not young children because they shouldn't really be watching this here, but like teenagers possible, like I've got a lot of homework, right? So if you're a mother or something and you've got young kids, it's as if they've got like a lot of homework, because I keep picking up homework or working from home. But even like if you're going out into the public and you come home, you've got a load of work when you get home. This is like a career woman. Someone that goes out and does like loads of stuff like for, you know, working, and then when they get home basically they have to cook, they have to clean, they have to, you know, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So there seems to be a lot of out there for you for the, well, generally for the guys if they live on their own or something like that, but generally this is kind of a woman here. But I keep hearing Jen, Jason, Julian, Justin, Jasmine here. But yeah, it's something to do with providing, like the provider. I'm also hearing an internet provider also as well. Looking into your internet. 10 of Wands. Nine of Cups. The spoilt brat syndrome is what I'm hearing. Spoilt brat syndrome. You've sorry, you might be dealing with a Virgo. Not everybody, okay. But so you have to always be very careful what you goddamn say. But again, you know, here you've got like this. No, you just pissed on my matches. It's something to do with a match, like a competitive energy. Some of you, you might be like me, really struggling in order to not be tempted in order to eat food, because here it's kind of like, no, look, I'm so tempted to eat. It's kind of like while I'm working and while I'm doing everything, I'm so tempted to just eat. So some of you really could be trying to look after your diet here. But yeah, this, I mean, because it's good because it's a progression of 1 and 9. So it's kind of like a lot of heavy work and a lot of heavy stuff to do, but there's also like your work is making you feel hungry. Like you know, you work and you work and you work, but then you kind of like get like these hunger moments, because I'm also hearing Hunger Games, the Hunger Games, which is the film, right? 9 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, you've got another ending, 10. It's the never-ending story. It's just the eat, sleep, rave, repeat, get up, do your work, go to bed, blah, 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 go to work. Ed, I'm also picking up Ed. I picked that up before though, I think that was for you guys, where I said Ed dead in a bed, okay? It doesn't have to be, but it could be from the past. Someone that died in a bed. Ed dead in a bed. Drop dead Freddy's nightmare, or something. Someone having nightmares. Or me mother. It's because I keep hearing me marmy. Someone's very marmy or very balmy, but like marmy or marmalade. Why am I hearing marmalade? Marmalade. The Wheel of Fortune. Money, 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 Aries. Again, another 10. Again, is it another 10? It's just like this, man, y'all should have like a good, like, money here. Like money, 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 money. Saving a lot of money, building a lot of money, or you have a lot of money to be able to do what you want, or you're just, I mean, if you're with someone here, someone's got a very good job, or both of you have got very good jobs here. Because like I said, this can generally, normally, for me, this would be a woman, me, and this would be somebody like a career woman that goes out and then they come back, like they have a job and then they come back and they look after their kids as well, right? But it can also be like a well-kept woman as well. So it can be like if you've got like a really responsible like male energy and they go out and they have a really good job, this can be where the woman then does all of the like looking after the kids and the children and the upkeep of the house, and I forget what we call them in Britain, but that's a well-kept woman is what we normally call them. Them, sorry, I'm really, or M or Emily. But like sorry, I'm not bracketing people. I'm just saying that normally in the olden days, you know, if you had kids and children, the woman would stay at home and look after the kids, cleaning, shopping, and then the bloke would go out to work, right? But either way, it's kind of like you kind of got this good flow and balance of like doing it together in a way here. Okay, so that's kind of what's been going on with you guys. So let's now start to look from the 7th to the 14th. 7th to the 14th. Ooh, so straight away you come up with the, oh, really? The High Priestess and the Four of Cups. Something to do with Libra and Scorpio, possible, here. This is boredom. Like, I'm bored, I'm depressed, I'm fed up, or like I'm not talking to my partner. I mean, this, here, all this is really good here. But there is someone that you're not talking to, and it's like I'm trying to block them out and not pay any attention to them whatsoever, and I'm really just trying not to talk to them. So this can represent, like if this story is really good for you, that's your story here. But like this can represent a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or North Node, okay? But there's a lot of energy here that could be created by an X because you've got 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. And your, say for instance, this story is like your work life and everything else, and that's going gravy, baby, and everything is really good. But say if you're on the timeline of where your love life is kind of gone to pot, it's kind of like, well, everything in my life is gravy, baby. It's everything is, you know, like everything is fantastic. That's, you know, that's me. But my love life is kind of going like up the wall, driving me up the wall, because I'm hearing you're driving me up the wall, you're driving me nuts. When you just kind of like, you know, shut up or get out, or like put up or shut up is what I'm hearing. Like either put up or shut up is what I'm hearing. Yeah, like I said, there might be an X here though. It could really be an X that you're not talking to, because it involves, say, like I said, everything could be really good here, because it is, and you can't get rid of that. So, but there is someone in your energy here that is kind of like playing a childish game, but it doesn't have to be a childish game. You see, it can be where like, look, I don't even want to talk. If you're going to keep acting childish and blah blah blah, and you're going to keep causing me hassle, when my life is brilliant here, like everything about my life is extremely stable. Like I'm an extremely stable career man or woman. I have everything going for me that's great. On paper, I would be a really decent person to be in a relationship with, right? But on paper, I would be a really decent person to be in a relationship with. But there's something else in your life that doesn't satisfy you. This is where I came up, where some people may be struggling with this energy, and it came up for another reading, and I can't remember which one it was. And I was talking to people about a number 9. Okay. And it doesn't have to be, don't take offence people, because it doesn't have to be you, because a number 9 can experience that. But the way I work things out is who you have trouble with, mainly is what you relate to. But when you deal with 9, okay, it's like 1, 2, 3, I caught a fish alive, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? It takes away 1. So something about trying to take away kids or children here and maybe some sort of threatening behaviour of taking one of them away. So it might be having to do with your kids or children. But generally, when you look at the of a number 9, okay, you always kind of get this, that I can't never seem to do right, can I? I can never seem to do right by you. There's everything that you want. You've got money, you've got success, you've got a job, I'll pick you up, I cook, I clean, I look after your kids, I look after your children. If you don't have children, on paper it's kind of like, I've got a decent car, I've got a decent job, I've got everything else going for me. Like I can cook, I can clean, I can do my own work, I'm very efficient at earning money, blah, blah, blah. You could also be dealing with a Pisces energy. But that one thing that you blame me for to make me feel that I can't, that I am not adequate in, you'll never get it. You'll never get it. Because you're dealing with a 9 energy that's here, right? So that's why you start coming up against these, because you're dealing with a 9, right? 9s are about denial. That is what that means. Dan, Daniel, Dan or Dean, right? But all the D's, right? But all D's nuts. But again, like I said, when you deal with 9, and this is why I say I'm not here to mollycoddle people's feelings. I'm here as a guide in order to teach people about what goes on in their life, in order to listen, right? And in order to take on structure and understand about oneself. Because why you look at information, it's to get information about oneself that needs looking at, that needs change. And if y'all can't find it yourself, that's why I do my job, in order to get you to look at. So I do channeling, I do tarot readings, I do advice, I'm an advisor, in some sort a also teacher, okay? You can't never please everybody, Aries, and I'm sorry I came on straight away, but like I said, when you do things like this, you have to put up with people that just never are satisfied in life. They're never satisfied with what they get. And this really could represent with that person. There's a Piscean energy here, and it was in that reading. This would be that person. There is nothing in life that I can ever have that's satisfactory. I have to just complain, bitch, and moan about everything in mine or your life right here. People like that, right? So you kind of get that energy, right? That something is never enough. That's where you deal with 9 energies. It's never enough, right? You can never satisfy their need, because that's why it's needing, right? 999 is a cry for help. In Britain, if you ever got in trouble, it's 999, right? It's emergency services, right? So it means I am in need of some help and support, but I don't want it. I don't want it from you, right? I keep trying to get through to you, to give you everything that I possibly can, but I can never seem to give you enough money, attention, support. I can never, ever, ever seem to be able to figure out what's wrong with you, because one minute you're okay, and then the next minute you're not okay. One minute we're talking, and then the next minute we're not talking. And on paper, I'm a great person. So it's somebody that causes these moments of triggers by closing down for a 9. And you're like, well, I can't work you out. One minute you're talking, and the next minute you're not talking. One minute you're all right, and then the next minute you're not all right. And then we go for a breakup, and then you want to make up, and then you just act like a child and not talk. And then it's kind of like, well, I can't never please you. Even if you did talk, it's like, well, I can never seem to get through to you. I give you everything that you want. I give you attention. I give you money. I give you support. I'll buy this. I'll buy that. I'll drive here. I'll drive there. I'll do anything that you want. I can do it. But that one thing that I always seem to get the blame for, go and fuck yourself. Go and fuck yourself. There. To the person that moaned in the Pisces reading, go and fuck yourself. Right, go somewhere else and take it from somewhere else and not pay or not support. You're not great support. Why would I want you on my channel in the first place? Go and fuck yourself. This is where my Aries side comes out. Jupiter, masculine. Go and fuck yourself. And my Scorpio side. Do not piss off a Scorpio. Oh no. Do you have that in your chart also? Yeah. Do not continue to piss off a Scorpio energy. Oh no, 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 because y'all get the bad side of me. You don't want that. Right, so this reading is relating with me, sorry, but it is Jupiter, right? Y'all can watch your Jupiter energies, you know, that's your masculine side, whatever it is for Jupiter. Watch that, that's your masculine. Yeah, y'all watch your what do you call it, your feminine side, right, which is your Sun rising Venus. Venus, you'll watch your Venus is, right? You'll watch your Venus signs. So why do you not watch your Jupiter sign? Your Venus sign is your feminine, your masculine sign is your Jupiter. So watch Jupiter readings. You know, they may relate to you more here. So for a lot of you here, you know, you're really struggling to get through to this person, but I don't think that you're really bothered. I think you're just like Danny Glover. Dan or Dean or Danny Glover, but like, you know what, I am so fucking fed up with this shit. Y'all can do whatever you like, right? Too old for this shit. Why should I really be bothered about what you do or what you don't want? It really doesn't matter, right? It's the fact that we just don't seem to get on. I can't seem to provide you with every need and want that you have. I can't seem to give you it. So why would I? Why would I give you attention? You know? Because your cards are good, but you've got so many tens, right? These can be ones, right? So they look good on paper, trust me. They look good on paper, and it might mean, you know, I'm getting rewarded in my work and in my jobs, and I'm getting success, and everything else is very successful. I've got a very successful career going. I've got everything going for me, and everything is good. But there is somebody in your energy that causes this. For you to emotionally shut down. Now the reason why everybody emotionally shuts down is because of whatever it is that goes on in your life that I can't really tell, right? So whoever that person is that's in your life, and trust me, that could be anybody, even on the internet, right? Even on the internet. Well, then go somewhere else. If you ain't a mystic or God knows what else, then go somewhere else, Misty. No, not Misty, no, sorry. But you might be a Misty, and this might be happening with you, right? And you might be saying it. Yeah, I'm not satisfied with what I have. It's not enough, you know. Like I said, you might really be struggling here with a person where you have loads, like, because your karmic return of what you're here for, really, is your job and your work, right? Is that gives you success, that gives you a motivation. Right, that gives you that strength that you need through this time being here. Is to say, well, you're very successful, right? You have everything on paper that's good with you. So what's wrong with you? Fuck all. There is nothing wrong with me. No. It's the other person, right? It's the other person. It's the other person that causes someone, like, because Scorpio energy can mean, Jesus Christ, 1 minute you're in. The next minute, you're out. 1 minute you're in, the next minute you're out. 1 minute you're talking, the next minute you're not talking. 1 minute that you want this, and I give you that, and then the next minute you break up. And then we get back together, and then we break up, and then you close down emotionally, and then you shut up, and then you don't say anything. Right? You can't keep doing that with Scorpio energies, whoever, right? It doesn't matter. Because you're at conflict, or at war with this person here, right? So it can be, well, just don't speak then. Don't speak then. You know, I'll just go about my merry and the Robin Hood and the merry men, right? I'll just go on my merry little way, being successful with everything that I have and that I've got going for me. I'll just continue to do that while you continue to act like a child possibly and blame me for shit. That's the reason why I'm closed down. There's the answer to it. Here. Right. So that's your reading so far, Aries. I'm sorry for all the but like I said, man, y'all, you know, everybody wants a tarot card channel. Welcome to it. Welcome to it, because you'll have more shit than you can possibly imagine. I had this chat with somebody on my Facebook, and they said, oh, well done, Stephen, blah, 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 because we'd hit 17,000 subscribers. And they said, oh, well done, Stephen, blah, blah, blah. You'd have to give me some tips on how to do it. And I was like, well, basically, just be yourself, right? But, again, what I didn't say is all the hassles and stress that comes along with that also, you know. You have to have a tough skin, you know, you have to have a tough skin. I'm also hearing Toff, the name Toff, or Paul Toff, or Toffskin, Toffsky, Jakovsky, Diakovsky, what? Chofsky. What on earth is that? Chofsky? Do you smoke fool? Do you smoke fool? That's what I'm hearing. Do you smoke fool? Someone's trying to give up smoking, possibly here. No, but I prefer to smoke a pipe. Someone might be into music and making music here. Making music. Because I'm hearing, I got the music in me. I got the music in me. But it's so strange that you've got 10, 10, 10, 10. But we're going to go, that's probably why you've got here, because you've had an ending here. And everything else in your life is going extremely well. But there is something in the air here. Okay, so we're going to look into the rest of your reading, Aries. These are kind of timeless readings, if I'm honest, because when it comes to the 15th, this is the last reading that I'll do on YouTube at the moment. If you want your last 2 weeks of the month channeled and all for what you've got coming up, that will only be put over on the full access bundle. They charge you on the 1st of each month if you are interested, because if you join at the end of the month, they'll probably kick you off and then want to charge you again on the 1st, okay, because they charge you on the 1st of each month. But as it stands for this reading, I'll clear away these cards and draw you more of a spread and look into what you've got coming up, but there is no kind of timeline to it really, okay? You can never really predict it. It's the story that counts, right? It's the education and the knowing of someone telling you of what's going on, really, if the thing. But you can find the link below. It's on Patron, but it is, like I said, it's the only on the full access bundle. If you want to join, really would appreciate it. Any like, share, comment, but any narky comment for anybody else, y'all can just piss off. Right, thanks very much, Aries. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.